Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is VirtualNunchucks. Welcome to the channel. Today what I have for you, I wish I had a PS5 logo, I'd put it up on the channel, but I don't. Today what I have for you is the PS5 Reveal event, my impressions, my thoughts on what we saw. And oh my goodness, there's a lot to talk about, so sit back, relax, and let's talk. And I hope that this actually works, because I've actually done this 3 times, and the audio is all messed up, so I hope it doesn't work like that this time. But let's talk. Oh my gosh. The the PS5, the console was revealed yesterday. The design of the console, what it looks like. There's 2 versions. We're going to talk about that. Of the 24 or 25 games that were announced yesterday, I say 25 because there's a caveat there. Hang on. The 25 games that were announced yesterday, uh, 10 of them were exclusive to the PS5. That's right, nearly half, really, of the games that were announced, because really they announced 24 games. But there is a 25th game we have to talk about. Um, so nearly half are PS5 exclusives. That's what you do when you're trying to reveal a console. That's what sells your games. I've been telling you guys that for months now. Um, so dang, let's talk about this. Okay, so first up, the beginning of the show, what do they show off? They show off Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. They show off gameplay clips, and you can hear Peter talking to Miles about being a hero and things like that, and it just, yeah, man. I was surprised, but here's why I was surprised. I expected to see a sequel of some kind, whether it was, uh, God of War 2 or something like that, a sequel of something. But I didn't expect to see a Spider-Man sequel this soon. Um, I don't know why, but I didn't. They have a Spider-Man sequel ready to go for PS5. It's going to be available holiday 2020. So it might be a launch title, seeing as how the launch window for the console is holiday 2020. So it might be a launch title. That's exciting. That's awesome. And you can bet your bottom dollar if it is a launch title, that'll be one of the reviews on the channel. I can guarantee you that. Because the last review, if you haven't seen it, you need to go back and see it. It's the first game in a long time that I actually took the time to platinum. It was that good. Okay? The environments, the story, the combat, oh my gosh, it was just gorgeous and it was fun to play. I never got tired of it. So, yeah. All right. So, there was that. And then they announced more and more and more and more stuff. New IP. Hold on, let me pull up my list here because I have a whole list of games that they announced from beginning to end. Gosh, hold up. Now, don't forget, there were some third-party titles too. We're going to talk about that, but they announced things like a new Ratchet and Clank. And by the way, to show off the SSD, that's how you do it, man. If you didn't see that, Ratchet and Clank are falling through time rifts or rifts in the in space or something, because they kept falling in different environments. At one point they were on a city skyscraper, and they were doing the little rail slide thing down the skyscraper, and then they fell into another rift, and they were on a pirate ship fighting a kraken and fighting the crew of the ship, and then they were on another thing where they went back to like some kind of scientist environment, or, like a lab or something, and then they were back in the city streets. It was crazy. And not only that, but they can pull, you don't just fall through the rifts, you can pull the rifts to you. If there are like glowing little yellow rifts, you pull the rifts to you and you're instantly in another world. And it's not just a painted background, it's an actual interactive world with different environments, different enemies in that environment. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Um, and if that's what our loading screens are going to be like, and if that's what the SSD can do at the beginning, and the designers can do at the beginning of this life of the console, what are they going to be able to do at towards the middle and the end of the life of the console? Because holy crap, they always get better towards the end. Can you imagine? Okay, Gran Turismo 7. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because, well, it's a racing simulator, and granted, it's a simulator. It's authentic racing simulator. Always has been. But it still looked pretty good. I mean, yeah, it was capped at 30 frames a second. It was capped at 1080p because of bandwidth concerns for the entire presentation. They announced that way before the the presentation, so you didn't get to see it in 4K, but it still looked pretty. They always do. When this game launches, you know it's going to look pretty. It's just going to look pretty, and it's going to be Gran Turismo, man. Gran Turismo 7. Didn't have a release date yet, but it still looks pretty. It still looks awesome. The one that surprised me of all the things, aside from the original IP, which we'll get to in just a second, uh, the one that surprised me really was Demon Souls. And if you're not familiar with Demon Souls, if you do know Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, okay, and how hard those are from Software, uh, Demon Souls is the one that started it all on PS3. And if you didn't have access to a PS3 because you're too young or whatever, okay, and you didn't play it, dude, it was hard. It was one of those controller breaking games. I'm not kidding. But they're gonna remake it. The same people that remade or remastered Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and Shadow of the Colossus, uh, Blue Point Studios, they're going to remake Demon Souls for PS5. So that's exciting. That trailer looked absolutely amazing, and I was surprised to see it because that was something that I did not expect to see at all. But then they just kept coming. I mean, for an hour and a half, they just kept coming. I'm going to say Athia, or no, I'm sorry, I'm going to say Athia, because that's what it looks like for me. Project Athia, it might be Athia, who knows. But it's a Square Enix game, developed exclusively for the PS5. The same team behind Final Fantasy 15. It's an action game, looks like an action RPG, I'm not real sure, but dude, you can throw up vine walls, and looks like you can fly through environments, or at least glide through environments. You have some kind of supernatural powers, plus you have some combat. It looks like a fantasy type world. It's freaking amazing looking. They only gave us like 30 seconds, and they don't give us a release date or a release window, but dang if it didn't look pretty. I want to know more. It may suck, but I want to know more before too much longer, because it looked completely awesome. And what's going to suck is if it looks completely awesome and then when you put it in your console it sucks. That's going to suck. But I hope not. I hope not. Hope it's as good as it looks. Returnal, which was Live Die Repeat, or Groundhog Day on steroids. Okay, I mean, dang. All right, they started out with saying this poor woman is. She says, all I can remember is the crash, then the attack, and then I die. And I relive the thing. The crash, attack, and die. And they did that over and over again. It's a third person. It looks like a third person shooter type game, but it looks like it's got a crazy narrative that I kind of want to see more of, because apparently each time that she experiences this, it affects her mentally in some way, and then the planet changes based on her reactions to different things, and then, so I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Then Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Oh my gosh. Sackboy's back, and we're going to do a platforming adventure with Sackboy this time. We're not going to have, I don't know if they're going to do like they did with Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3, where you have created your own environments and your own levels and stuff. It may just be a straight up platformer, but it is going to be solo and co-op, so yeah, there's that. I always love co-op games. Preloaded in your PS5. Now this is where I think they messed up a little bit. Preloaded in your PS5 is going to be Astro's Playroom. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm old and I can't talk. Astro's Playroom. It's going to be preloaded in your PS5. Introduces people to your DualSense controller, and there will be 4 worlds based on the PS5's console components. So it's basically a little game tutorial thing if you want to get used to your controllers and the different components of your console. It may even be like Playroom on your PS4. It may even be VR compatible, things like that. So it might be a fun distraction here and there for a little bit. Destruction All-Stars. Okay, this one kind of looks like Death Race slash not Dirty Harry, Mad Max slash Twisted Metal wrapped up in a nice shiny, colorful package. It's more family friendly than obviously Twisted Metal, but it's basically vehicular combat with the option to jump out of your cars and fight on foot as well as jack other cars. So it looked pretty cool. Uh, from what I saw, do want to see more of that. It looked like it'd be something that would be a lot of fun to play with your friends. We got to see a little bit more of Godfall. Uh, the fantasy RPG looter slasher thing that's coming out in around the holidays this year, 2020. I'm not a big fan of looter shooters and looter games in general, but from what I saw, it does look pretty cool. Um, you know, when we get closer to the holidays, may take a harder look at it. But if you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into hack and slash, which I don't have a problem with hack and slashers, if you're into that kind of stuff, you're into looter games, then that might be the game for you. It looks like it might be a little over the top, uh, and definitely a lot of chaotic fun. But dude, that's the biggest um, exclusives, save for one I didn't talk about, and that's Horizon Forbidden West, or Horizon 2 Forbidden West. That's right, Aloy's going to come back. We don't have a release date yet, but holy cow, if it didn't look pretty. This time around, instead of just traversing the land, we're going to be traversing water, and we're going to be diving in the water. They showed in the trailer Aloy diving below the water, and machines, like the alligator machines and stuff, swimming over her head. They showed organic life this time, so apparently the world's progressed enough where you have organic life like foxes and crabs and fish and things like that. But in the trailer, she kept talking about she has to complete her mission, because if she doesn't complete her mission, I have to save this world, because if I don't, everybody's going to die. So it looks completely awesome. And what totally blows my mind is the machines in this one. They're like 10 times bigger than they were in the last game. There was a God of War moment where one of the machines came out from underneath a grass and a tree and stuff, and it kind of reminded me of when the tortoise uh, came out of the ground to reveal the Witch of the Woods house. I was just like, dude, you're gonna fight that with a bow and arrow? No, that's really big. And then they showed an even bigger one, like an elephant like thing where like it was charging people. I'm like, dang, and she's just standing there with a bow and arrow, and that was the hook for the last game, man. Is okay, how am I gonna take this thing down? Oh, I got some bow and arrow and some flips. I mean, I'm just excited because I love the story, I love the narrative of the first game, and if you didn't play the first game, I don't know why. If you need to. Just straight up. Okay? You need to. If you haven't played the first game, go back, play it. I'm sure you can find it cheap. There's even a complete collection where you get the DLC. Just go play it. It's like $19. Just go play it. It's like one of the best narratives ever. And I cannot wait to see what they do with the sequel. Because it looks to be even more involved than the first game, and it looks to be awesome. And I will be severely disappointed if it's not done just as well. But from what I saw, I cannot wait to play this game. It's one of my favorite games this generation, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the sequel. And that's just this. That's just the exclusives that they mentioned for PS5. That doesn't take away from the third party titles like Resident Evil 8. They announced that yesterday. That trailer looks freaking spooky. Okay, it's coming out in 2021. They announced a new IP from Capcom, Pragmata, or Pragmata, that's coming out in 2022. It looked like a cross between I don't even know. It's like holographic. This girl's playing with a holographic cat. There's a guy in a mech suit kind of thing, or armor suit, and then he throws her on his back, and she turns into a bionic girl with glowing eyeballs, and then they're on the moon. This thing is crazy. I don't even know what it is, but I want to know more, and I cannot wait for them to show more. Um, we saw a little bit more of Deathloop, which is basically Live Die Repeat or Groundhog Day on steroids. You have to wipe out 8 assassins, and then if you don't do it and they kill you, then you have to start over. So I don't know. It looks pretty cool, but at the same time, I don't know if it's one of those ones that would be frustratingly uh, uh, crazy. It's a holiday 2020 release. Deathloop is. It is exclusive to. It's a timed exclusive for the console. It's also coming to PC in holiday 2020. I don't know how long the PC release will have to be, but it's some kind of time limit there. Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh my gosh, 2021. We got to see a little bit more of that. I was expecting a third-person game, but instead they're going with first-person action horror kind of thing. It looked pretty neat. I want to see more of that game. I want to know what that is. Little Devil Inside Me. The art style for me looked pretty cool. It's a semi-open world. It's definitely atmospheric. But the closer we get, we only got a little teaser of it, and I kind of want to see more of that. Here's where they really messed up. Like I said, I don't care about NBA 2K21, not because I don't like the games or not because I don't like basketball. Y'all know me. I have NBA 2K14, I have NBA 2K20, I have NBA. Well, no, I have NBA 2K19. I didn't get 20. But I love the games, but I don't really care. You don't drop that right in the middle of things. Especially when you say y'all are here for this trailer and all you show is one guy by himself and he dunks a basketball. Now, to be fair, the graphics looks amazing and the it almost looks photoreal. So, yeah, that looked cool, but I don't know. That's where they dropped it for me. But like everything else, Solar Ash was a cell shaded third person action game that's coming out in 2021. They showed a little bit of that. I want to see a little bit more of that before I make a judgment call on that one, but it looked interesting enough to me. Bug Snacks, which is a family-friendly thing where apparently you explore an island, you eat the bugs, snacks, and for each bug snack that you eat, your body turns into different things. And it looks like a silly, funny kind of thing. I don't know what to think about it, but it's one of those holiday 2020 games coming to PS4, PC, and PS5. So getting a little closer to the holidays for a family-friendly title. I'll take a closer look at it. It's from the makers of Octodad, so it's funny, it's goofy, and I'm okay with that. The one that really kind of surprised me, the third-party title though, was Kenya Bridge of Spirits. That was surprisingly good. Um, it looked a little cool. It looked like a cross between uh, um, Breath of the Wild and a couple other things. It just looks so cool. It looked definitely, I won't say family friendly necessarily, but it definitely had that vibe of a vibrant world and a colorful world and something that maybe a little bit everybody can uh, get into. But here's where it got weird. Okay, Goodbye Volcano High is a cross between I don't know what to call it. All it says is it's coming to PS4, PS5, and PC in 2021. It's like a dinosaur, anthropomorphic dinosaurs, and animals and anime got together, had a baby, and it's really weird. I don't even know. It's a high school. I don't know if it's a high school drama. I don't know if it's an interactive movie. I don't know if it's an interactive novel. I don't know what the heck it is, except that it's got anime anthropomorphic animals talking about high school and growing up. So I'm confused. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. But what is it? That's weird. Um, and they only gave you a minute and 30 seconds to look at it, so I don't know what it is. Um, you guys can tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. Oddworld Soulstorm, which I'm glad to see the Oddworld series come back. The platformer looked amazing, looked to be humorous, definitely humorous. It's just it it's what you expect, and I can't wait to see more of that. It's the first time we've seen it, um, so I want to see more of that. It looks exciting, something that I want to play. The game Stray. Now this was really weird. They showed off it's coming in 2021. They showed off just a little snippet. Apparently, there's robots all over the planet, and you're a cat with a backpack on. And I don't know if you're a delivery cat. I don't know what kind of cat you are, but apparently you play as a cat. And I don't know what to make of this one either. We'll have to wait to see a little bit more of that, but it looked a little weird. I don't know. Jet the Far Shore is basically, and I'm trying to figure out what this one is. It looked like I didn't know if it was like a civilization kind of thing where you're building bases or building things, or if it's just like an exploration game. I don't know what it is, but it looked cool. Because I'm kind of into sci-fi, future, build your own stuff, whatever. But the synopsis reads, carve out your future for a people haunted by oblivion and propelled by dreams. And then the trailer is about, oh gosh, it's about a minute or so.
Need help paying for college?
Oops. Yeah. But anyhow, I mean, it's something that I keep an eye on, but it was definitely strange. But Hitman 3 coming out in January 2021. Basically, it says death awaits. And it's coming out on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC in January 2021. I cannot wait to see that one. I have Hitman 1 and 2. I've played Hitman 1 and 2, and I can't wait to see the game itself, because the trailer looked pretty cool. I'm sure when we get closer to release, we'll have more information about it. But it's a Hitman game. The environments are always going to be beautiful. They're always going to be something to watch. And this is already a 20-minute video. Holy crap. But, man, not only that, but they showed off the console. There's two different versions. There's an all-digital version, and there's, of course, one with an HD 4K Blu-ray drive. So you'll have two different versions at launch to choose from. If you're an all-digital person, you'll be happy. If you're more of a physical person, physical media person like myself, then you'll be happy there too. They showed off the new 3D headset, or 3D headsets, 3D audio headsets, along with the charging station, the HD camera, and the media remote control that you have for your PlayStation as well. But they didn't give us a price point, which I was not surprised to see that. I was kind of hoping they would, but they're waiting to see what Xbox does. Hoping Xbox will blink first, show up their price, so they can price point or undercut them. I told you that's what's going to happen. So we probably won't see a price until maybe August, but I kind of wish they'd hurry up because I need to know how much money to save for either one of these consoles. And I don't know until you show me a price. But I gotta say, the design of the console, the white, the black, and the wave form that they have to it. It's a tower this time, I think. You can lay it over on your side if you have to, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what I think about it, except that it does definitely look really, really cool. It looks like it even has a Roman numeral 5 at the top. I'm just wondering if I have the shelf space. That's why I'm saying I don't know what to think about it. Because I'm trying to decide if I have the shelf space for it between all my other stuff. But man, it's pretty. I'll give it that. It's pretty. It's definitely a step away from the boxes and the different basically boxes that we've been getting, and it definitely looks, to me anyway, looks better than than the current Xbox Series X tower looking thing. But some people prefer to have a tower, so to each his own, I guess. But yeah, man, that's what I thought. What I really really want to know about is price at this point in time. I'm excited about what I saw as far as the games, and I can't wait to see more games because I know there's more coming down the pipe. And I just, it's just, it's amazing what they showed in comparison, especially to what Xbox did at their conference. Because if Xbox had come out swinging like they did at the PS5 conference yesterday, then dang, we might be having a different story. But they didn't, and so I have to go with what I got. And right now, PS5 looks poised to take over console generation one more time. I'm gonna wait and see because in July we have an Xbox Series X uh, event again. So I'm gonna wait and see what they do before I call it, obviously. But if Xbox doesn't get its act together, seriously, show off some really cool first party titles and really neat, compelling reasons to get an Xbox Series X over a PS5. PS5 is just going to walk away with this one again because that's what you need. You need first party titles. You need first party titles to really showcase the hardware. You need a reason to buy your box. And if you don't have that, the more appealing exclusives are going to be what takes it from you again. So I just want to see what they're going to do. I hope that Xbox can pull something out of their hat for all you Xbox people out there. You know, I really do. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts on what we saw yesterday. If you have a different opinion, you can always share it with me in the comment section below. Just remember, be respectful. I'll be respectful of your opinion because I have no horse in this race right now. I don't. I'm waiting just like everybody else to see who does what, and we'll go from there. But right now, man, I gotta say I am impressed. There are a few weird things in there that I didn't know what in the world they were, but that happens from time to time. That happens all the time anyway. But look, guys, I'm gonna put all of these trailers in their 4K glory up on the Twitter account at VNunchucks. You can follow me over there. I do recommend that you follow me over there because a lot of times whatever some content ends up on the channel that I talk about, and some content doesn't. Yeah, okay, does not. So follow me over on Twitter at VNunchucks. You follow me over on Facebook.com/VirtualNunchucks, over on Twitch.tv/VirtualNunchucks. But the two main platforms that I am on are Twitter and here on YouTube. So yeah, if you did like the video, though, a like would be appreciated. Consider subscribing because every Monday through Friday I do something fun, exciting, hopefully, and entertaining on this channel, hopefully. And we talk about news updates like this one. We talk about opinion pieces in the gaming industry. We talk about reviews, and we review games here on this channel as well. We also talk about accessibility features for disabled gamers. That's what we do. So if gaming interests you in any capacity, please consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell. All right? Hope you guys have a great day. Monday, I think I'm going to show off some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Season 4 content. I took Season 3 off just because I just had to. I've been playing that way too much and had a lot of things to do. So Season 4, I'll show off some of the new content, show off some of the Battle Pass, show off, hopefully, some of the maps and stuff like that so you guys can have a look at it, see if you want to be involved in Call of Duty Warzone or whatever again. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys get to spend some time with your families. And if you can't, then do whatever you want to do. And just make sure that you're safe. And we'll see you again on Monday. Alright? Have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I just realized I forgot to mention that 25th game. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to the PS5. That's right. You can port it over. Here's the crazy part. If you buy PS4 Grand Theft Auto 5 and you want to buy or you want to get a hold of it on PS5, you can do so as an upgrade, I believe. Now here's how it works. Okay, if you own Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4 right now, from the time that it launches on PS5, from now until the time that it launches on PS5, you get $1 million Grand Theft Auto bucks per, was it per day or per month? I can't remember. Anyway, crazy. Crazy thing. So you get $1 million for every, from now until it launches, for every, I think it's every month or every day. Hang on, let me check. It was crazy. If you watched the event yesterday, they did announce that, and I that was my 25th game, was that, and I forgot to mention it, so I do apologize for that. If you want to play Grand Theft Auto Online, uh, on PS5, you'll get the chance to do that, as well as the regular game or whatever as well. Expanded and enhanced GTA 5 coming to next-gen consoles. All PlayStation Plus members, here it is. All PlayStation Plus members on PS4 get GTA $1 million each month that they play GTA Online until it launches on PlayStation 5, deposited into their in-game Maze Bank account within 72 hours of login. So if you keep playing it every month, you get $1 million for every for every month that you play until it launches. So that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. And then on top of that, they'll allow you to. I'm going to retweet this because it's directly from Rockstar. I'm going to retweet this for you guys on my Twitter account, so you'll have a chance to look at it. Okay. So that so that you can decide for yourself what you want to do. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great one, guys. Bye.